right, y'all. Let's give it up real loud, though, for our host of the Playlisted podcast, Mr. Austin Burke. Come on.
Hell yeah, baby. Welcome to the Green Light Bar, everybody. This is the Playlisted podcast. We got a great guest tonight. He's one of the best managers in town, and we're lucky to have him. Tonight's episode is going to be all about finding a manager, getting to know what their side of the business is like and what they're looking for in an artist. Give it up real loud for Chase Miller! Hell yeah, baby. Yeah. You guys are fucking awesome. We love you.
This episode is brought to you by Picker. Picker's an awesome app I've been using, and it is a one-stop shop if you're an artist. For me, I love it because I can use it to pick out my guitar player, my bass player, the recording studio I want to record at. But it's also great if you own a recording studio or if you are a guitar player, if you're a saxophone player. What it does is you make a profile and it allows people to kind of choose you for their fantasy football team, but it's actually for music. So I love it. It's a great new app. Check it out, Pickr. Download it at the App Store. Let's get back to the episode.
We have one more sponsor, Pickers Vodka. Pickers Vodka. We got $5 Pickers Vodka at the bar. Go see Miss Kylie over there. A guy named Scott Borchetta bought Pickers Vodka, and we now have what is called the A-list. If you make the A-list, you're going to hear this sound. We have a Spotify playlist. We have an Apple Music playlist. That's the A-list. But more than that, we're partnering up with Pickers Vodka. We're doing a show at downtown Big Machine Distillery. And if you make the A-list, we're picking 2 people each month to perform in front of the Big Machine A&R staff. So I know somebody from this show is going to get a record deal, and I'm very excited about that. Why don't we just get this show started, man? Why don't you get the first name from that?
All right. Got it here. Is Noah James.
Noah James.
All right.
All right. So as Noah gets up here, tell me a little bit about you, man. Obviously from Mobile. What made you move to Nashville, and did you always want to be a manager?
It's funny, man. Actually, no. The answer to your question, I actually came from a TV background. I was a talent coordinator for WWE in Florida. So I actually moved up from Florida. I was doing that, working on their reality TV shows, all that stuff.
Hogan Knows Best and stuff?
Total Divas, Tough Enough was one of them. That was
So
a USA.
what'd you do for them?
So I started with talent, and then I realized I was like, man, I don't know. I think camera might be the direction that I wanted to go. So I got in with those guys, shot a couple shows. It was great. It was, I was just doing commercials, that sort of thing. And then my buddy, who I work for, Brennan Rich at Rich Management, hit me up and was like, hey man, you're doing the TV thing, but come up here, man. I'm trying to build something, and I love you. I've known you since '09. Come be a part of that with me. So my first foray into music was I was actually a sales tour manager. Coming out of COVID. So
Wow.
21, 22, 23, we were on the road. I was doing all that. And I could tech guitar for him and all that bullshit, which for him was pretty easy. He wasn't bending too many strings. Did that. And then in coming off of fall of 2023, got off the road and got in the office and doing the whole management thing since then, man. So that's kind of the journey there.
Damn, dude, that's wild. So you kind of fell into it, but you had known. How did you know him before? How did you know?
We met in college, man.
Okay.
He went to Ole Miss. I went to University of Alabama, but he lived with one of my best friends growing up. So
Wow.
I'd go visit and hang with him and
Damn, so
go to his
roll
DJ
Tide,
sets.
huh?
Yeah, roll tide for me. Yeah.
Is that a big thing? Being from Alabama. I mean, buddy, I told you about who lives in Fairhope now. My first ever experience for college football was the kick six.
Oh,
and I'm
dude.
wearing all Alabama shit. All Alabama shit.
Fuck.
And I had a little kid who was 8 years old throw rocks at me. And he was like, screw you, elephant. I'm like, dude, I'm just wearing this jersey because it's my buddy. But I hate Auburn now because of that. So
Yeah,
I think
man.
that's how it starts, right?
I mean, growing up there, you pick sides because it's neutral territory, right? Both colleges are up a little bit further north, so you just divide, and then,
That's crazy.
one day a year you hate each other.
That's awesome. All right, well, we got our first artist up tonight. Everybody get loud for Mr. Noah James singing his song, Playing with Fire.
Hold me like you used to. Love me like the moon loves the night. Feels like we've been trapped in a room, and you make me out as a bad guy. So tell me, are we going in circles? Should we rip this Band-Aid off? And aren't you tired of the hurdles? Do you know where we went wrong? So maybe we should say goodbye. Make it easy for the both of us. 'Cause I've grown so damn tired of this thing that we call love. So don't you start to cry before I walk away. 'Cause it's never a right time in life to say goodbye. But I don't have the heart to stay. Did you only say what I wanted to hear, so you didn't have to sleep alone? 'Cause every time I looked in the mirror, it was like I'd never seen that man before. And all my friends have moved on. It's been a while since I spoke to them. And darling, it's been far too long. We've been living like this. So maybe we should say goodbye. Make it easy for the both of us. 'Cause I've grown so damn tired of this thing that we call love. So don't you start to cry before I walk away. 'Cause it's never a right time in life to say goodbye. But I don't have the heart to stay. Maybe goodbye. Make it easy for the both of us, 'cause I've grown so damn tired of this thing we call love. So don't you start to cry before I walk away, 'cause it's never the right time in life to say goodbye. But I don't have the heart to stay.
Mr. Noah James, everybody. All right, man, I got to ask, who are your influences?
CCR, some Eagles. I mean, I'm kind of across the board because I've been listening to Eminem a little too.
Oh,
How he sits in the pocket.
yeah.
It just
yeah.
sounds good.
Hell yeah. Are you listen to Chris Stapleton at all?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Can I ask a favor from you?
Huh.
Do you have any Chris Stapleton covers you can play?
Trying to think.
If you don't, you can play As Long As I See the Light by CCR as well.
Shoot, I'm trying to think if I do or not.
Or just what's your favorite cover in general? Like what's your favorite song to cover?
Well, dude, I like to do some AC/DC. I'm like, living easy, loving free. Little Bon Scott in there too.
You got such a unique voice, man. There's now that you're doing that, I can hear the rock thing, but I also hear the Stapleton. I mean, what's kind of first of all, tell us a little bit about that song, and then on top of that, I'm like fascinated by you. So just tell us about the song to start.
So I think I honestly can't remember when I wrote that song, because about 4 years ago I just wrote a whole bunch of music, and I was in a pretty shitty place in my life. So I was taking, Adderall. I was drinking, smoking, and I just came out with some songs that at that time in my life, I had ruined a relationship. I had been ruining my body for a good time. And just at that point, I came out with that. But really, when it all came together, I'm going to backtrack real quick. I got kicked off The Voice this past summer. And when I got home, I told myself, I was like, I want to get back into music. Like, this isn't over. And I was like, I'm on my Kenny Powers redemption arc.
Hell
If you
yeah.
haven't seen Eastbound and Down, I
What?
highly suggest it.
You got kicked off, like voted off, or for
No, I
that's
didn't
what
even. I didn't even make it to the audition.
what happened?
Oh, okay.
They just sent me home. I woke up one day.
Okay.
We
The way you
all
worded that, I
thought,
thought
like,
you were
you got
doing
kicked.
drugs
no,
and shit.
no, I got a 3-week vacation and they sent me home a week before the
I
blind
misunderstood that.
auditions.
Damn. Okay. So, all right. So the song's about a dark place in your life. Where are you from, by the way?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska. Nice. Hell yeah. College World Series.
Hell yeah.
What you played sports? Says here. What,
Yeah, I ran track at Nebraska, actually.
Oh
at
wow.
Lincoln.
Damn. Pretty
And
quick.
then
Then.
COVID came, and I used my stipend money from the university to go get recording equipment.
Wow. Wow.
Killer,
Chase,
man.
what do you think, man?
Man, first thought, yeah, voice. Crazy, man.
Thank
like,
you.
immediately pulls you in. And then, like, I think it took me, like, maybe towards to the second verse to really hear what the song was, like, about, right? But it made it even better for me because I was like, okay, like, there's some raw emotion there. And, like, literally, like, we can hear it, right? It's not just you saying it. It's like, it feels like it's coming out of your fucking body, you know?
Oh, I saw it coming out
Yeah.
of his body. I mean, he's like shaking, singing it. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's cool, man. And I mean, like, immediately, like, got my attention right out the gate because you started so hot, just like, boom, like,
For sure.
I'm here, fucking listen.
Yeah.
And we did, man.
No,
Loved
it
it.
was crazy. Do you live
Thank
here
you.
now, or
No, I actually drove from Omaha on Saturday.
what?
Really?
I had a show on Friday night, and I was going to drive through the night. Then I was like, nope. I already got a 3-hour ride back. I'll wake up in the morning and drive.
So what's going on, man? You hitting like the local bars in Omaha, like college bars? Like,
Well, I had actually lived here for 2 years.
Okay.
So 22 to 24. And then
That's when you were doing the drugs.
no.
Oh, before.
That was in college.
Okay. I want to get to the drug part, man.
what drugs could I have done in college
oddly
to
enough,
Do not
run
want to
track?
get to that part.
Picked up the
That
guitar.
was a bad part. But no, I totally I let my ego get the best of me when I started playing. And I'm in a great relationship right now. I'm getting married in March.
Oh, congrats, bud.
Congratulations.
But yeah, I just feel like a giant piece of shit about that part of my life. And I mean, it takes some balls, I think, to know when you've fucked up and when to admit it.
Oh, of course. Absolutely, man. I mean, that's I think the hardest part about being an artist is just owning those parts of your life and writing about them and being truthful about them. And that makes it the best song. So I think if I have anything to say, man, it's like, it's hard to give you advice because you're just such a unique artist. I think I'm with Chase a little bit on just understand. I really want to understand what you say. And so be really clear in your diction and what you're saying because it matters. And what you say matters. And like you could tell, you could see it coming out of you, but I was like, oh, fuck, what'd he say? So that's my first piece of advice. But also with that, you know, you got to be careful of riding that line because you have such a cool sound. You don't want to fuck up the sound either. So just, I don't know.
One thing to like complete, and I mean this in like the best way, is like I feel like that your song, like sometimes like having something that's like a little shorter can make the point more impactful. Like one song I'm thinking about is like Ray LaMontagne's Burn. It's like kind of similar, right? It's like he's talking about a relationship, he's talking about something, it's very emotional, but it's like 2 minutes and 20 seconds of a song, right? But it still sits with you. So like if I had to give any like not criticism, feedback, right? It would be like maybe shorten it up a little bit, tighten it.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna release this song until it took off on TikTok
Killer.
because it's 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it's still the best song that I've ever put out.
Yeah, man. I mean, that would be like just looking, you know, we live in a world where everyone's attention is being pulled everywhere. I mean, TikTok, for example, right? I bet, yeah, like 15 seconds went off of on TikTok, right? So like think about that if you're ever editing it or writing new stuff, you know, just like how can I make my impact without, you know, losing attention, I guess.
For sure. No, I think you're awesome, man. And I can't believe you drove here for this. That's crazy.
I
Appreciate you, bro.
got a few co-writes
Good,
as well.
good.
So
Killer,
I
man.
set
Yeah.
things up around it, but I appreciate you guys inviting me
Yeah,
out.
absolutely, man.
This has been
Anything
super
else?
cool.
Anything else crazy about you? Obviously, you're getting married. You're excited about that. What's some other new stuff you got?
Just hit 50,000 on TikTok, so
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
feel pretty good about that.
I thought you were gonna say you just hit 50 years old. I was like, ain't no way. This guy's fucking crazy.
All right, I'm gonna look you up. Is it just your name?
Yeah.
TikTok. All right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I got anything else.
So
Not
yeah,
that I can
mean,
talk about.
obviously, like you have an amazing voice. I think the main thing is a show like The Voice. They care about the voice, but it's also the story, and it's all the extra glitter and bullshit, right? Like just be you, just be authentic and real on socials and all that stuff. And that's why I think this show is so different than that, because you come to a bar and you just play. Like you just shut everybody up in this bar for your 5-minute song, and that's like really cool. So I don't know, just keep doing your thing, man. And I'm excited to see more shit. You definitely made the A-list, 100%. Good job, Cody.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Thank you.
Great job,
Oh
dog.
yeah, dude. Give it up for Noah
Awesome, man.
James, everybody. Let's go.
Great job, dude. Hell yeah.
All right. There's the first one. All right, let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Here we go. Let's see. Sam Anthony.
Sam Anthony.
All right, Sam. Get your ass
on
up
up.
here.
Get the fuck up here.
Hurry up, Sam.
Oh, shit. So, all right. You tell me a little bit about that TV thing, man. Like, What is that world like, and what are the similarities and differences between TV and music? And then what was like your job specifically in TV?
Yeah, for sure. So starting out in TV, dude, you're a fucking coffee bitch. It's like, hey man, hold this until I come back. Those kind of jobs, right? You don't sit down, you run around grabbing stuff, whatever. Eventually, if they like you, they give you something expensive to carry, and you get in that. But I was working in as what's called like a talent coordinator, right? So I was essentially in charge of making sure that the cast of this particular show played by the rules, they did what they were supposed to do, that sort of thing. But one other thing I was supposed to do was also report, potential storylines to producers,
So you're okay. So in reality, they're doing real stuff, and then they have somebody like you who's like, hey, this was really like a viral moment.
Yeah.
This bitch went crazy during this part. You should probably.
Yeah, you might ask them this, or so-and-so hooked up with so-and-so last night. Those kind of things.
Okay.
So that was why I was like, man, that's fun, but it didn't fit my personality, right? But
you're kind of like the snitch.
So yeah, I was like, damn, dude. So I did one season of that, and then moved over to camera and kept doing that. But honestly, man, with music, if I took anything away from that, it's one, just obviously not having a normal 9 to 5, expecting to always be working, which is definitely something we do in this industry. But also just being knowing how to be around talent or famous people, and stay level-headed, and how to interact with them, and also knowing that each one of them's different, and they're gonna, what works with one
different.
might not work with another, and that sort of thing. And I think that's really helped me where I am now.
For sure. Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. If there's anybody in the crowd that wants to put their name in the bucket, Mikey's gonna hold it up right there. If you're drunk at the bar, you want to sing a song, if you are here just by chance and you don't know why, put your name in the bucket. We're going to draw some names out, and we will have some bucket pulls tonight. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All righty.
How we doing, Sam?
Everybody,
Hello.
give it up for Sam Anthony singing his song, Jack, Jim, and Jose.
Well, the women that I talk to always seem to leave me here alone. So I end up at a bar with no way to get back home. But it's alright, I got friends that'll stay here with me till close. Might have just met them, but they seem to get it. So while I'm in Rome, bartender, pour one strong for my friend Jack. He's Tennessee hurting, he's so bad. Then line one up for my friend Jim. Is Kentucky heartbroken, he's so sad. Then start the party for my friend Jose. He's so drunk he don't care how he's rolling. No, I might not be okay, but I got Jack, Jim, and Jose. Well, I usually meet the one, then I snowball down the run. And if you're feeling out, I'll introduce. So come on down, bartender, pour one strong. My friend Jack, he's Tennessee hurting, he's so bad. And line one up for my friend Jim. Is Kentucky heartbroken, he's so sad. Then start the party for my friend Jose. He's so drunk he don't care how he's rolling. No, I might not be okay, but I got Jack, Jim, and Jose. Jack likes the whiskey, Jim likes the bourbon, Jose likes tequila. We're all hurting, so pour one strong for my friend Jack. He's Tennessee hurting, he's so bad. Then line one up for my friend Jim. Is Kentucky heartbroken, he's so sad. Then start the party for my friend Jose. He's so drunk he don't care how he's rolling. No, I might not be okay, but I got Jack, Jim, and Jose. Yeah, I got Jack, Jim, and Jose. We're all gonna be alright as long as we got Jack, Jim, and Jose.
All right, Sam Anthony, everybody.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Where are you from?
Indiana.
Indiana. All right.
Indiana. What part of Indiana you from, bro?
Down by Cincinnati, kind of southeast Indiana, Lawrenceburg.
Okay, cool.
Little small town.
Hell yeah.
Just in Cincinnati.
It says you're an employed beach bum from Indiana. What does that mean?
Yeah, I go to the beach. I get free flights from my sister. She's a flight attendant.
Okay.
So I just go down to the beach
Where do you go?
all the time. Recently, Fort Lauderdale. My brother just moved down there, so I've been down there quite a bit.
Nice, nice. Would you say that your music is inspired by the beach too? Like,
Yeah, I would say so.
very cool, man. Very cool. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about you and about that song and.
Yeah, the song is kind of I had a girl didn't want me no more, so the song's kind of like the emotions that I had throughout afterwards, because I wrote it kind of a long time after she left. But I was angry at first. That's where the Jack Daniels came in. And I was sad. I was drinking Jim Beam. And then I started to get happy again. Started drinking tequila. And Jose was my friend, so I had 3 best friends.
There you go. Did you write it by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man. I mean, I've definitely heard that song before. That's a pretty popular thing, especially, you go down to like Key West Songwriter Festival, you'll hear it a little bit. I'm with all my friends, Jack, Jim, Jose, that kind of thing.
Sure.
So as far as like a song, my advice is just, I think it's one of those songs that you got to be really careful because it's been done. It's like, after 10 rounds of Jose Queer. If you're not going to beat that, don't even try. But I got some tequila up here for us to help us through the night. So thank you to Kylie.
There we go.
Thank you to Kylie. What do we got going on?
I get it's down
Shout
here,
out to
I can
Kylie, by the
smell
way.
it.
Everybody having a good time
Shout out
tonight?
to
Are you guys
Kylie.
drinking?
Way to go, Kyle.
I heard his song. I'm like, fuck, man. I need a
was
shot of
I
tequila.
was gonna say, at least
What?
when I'm in bed tonight and I can't stop singing that hook, and I'm just sitting there, Jack, Jim, and Jose. I'm not gonna be that.
Well, this is one round of Jose Cuervo. So, cheers.
Cheers.
To everybody. Cheers to you, my friend.
Cheers.
Here, I'll take it for you. What is that? That's disgusting,
Thank
Cody.
you. Yeah.
Apple and Sprite.
You drinking apple crown?
Crown apple and Sprite. You
Are
never
you
had one?
Fucking okay?
No, it's amazing. Look at the girl in the back.
Yeah,
Nice.
the girl
You
in the back. Exactly. The girl in the fucking back. Exactly. What is wrong with you?
Sam, man, how long you been playing guitar and making music?
About 7 years now.
7 years?
Yeah. I
Cool,
was in
man.
college when I started.
In college?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you go to school in Indiana?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
nice.
see Bearcats.
Nice, dude.
All right. Killer, man. So, where do you see yourself, man, with music? Like, what would you like to do?
I like writing songs mostly. but
More, lean more the writing side over,
more
like,
the
being the artist, performer kind of thing?
For sure, yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I definitely, like Austin said, that is a familiar trope in country music that we've heard a lot, But to say that, like, there is always room for more drinking songs. So if I could give, like, any sort of advice, man, would be, like, come at it from maybe a different angle, right? Because, like he said, like, we've heard the rounds of Jose Cuervo, and, like, we've used that, like, maybe there's, like, a different way to phrase it or a different way to come at it. But I think like your melody for the song fits the lyrics for sure. Like it's like a fun beach song, man, that vibes. I would just say, like, if there's any advice to give, it's like all these songs are always about the same thing, just told different ways, right?
Yeah.
So maybe figure out, think about like a different way to get that same point across that maybe is like, a little more fresher to us, right? Or to the listeners, you know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense.
For sure. Sam, what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh, that's tough. I'm sure it was probably sometime when I was blacked out, you know.
Oh, really?
So I probably don't remember it.
Okay. Okay.
Who would remember?
But I got arrested. That's probably the
Oh,
most
really?
embarrassing thing.
What'd you do?
I was blacked out.
Oh,
And I was
shit.
staying at a buddy's house in Clifton, Cincinnati, actually. And all the houses kind of looked the same. So I walked in the wrong house and fell
shit.
asleep on their couch.
Yeah.
And I woke up in handcuffs.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's got to be
That's
terrifying.
I've never
Dude.
heard that.
Yeah.
I've never
Claps for
heard
I
that.
feel
that.
like there's like
Claps for that.
I've had like one buddy do that same exact shit, man. It's like somebody from every friend group just. And it's always like it's always when you're not somewhere you're normally at, right? And
Yeah.
everything looks the same, like visiting a buddy in college or some shit. You walk in the wrong
They're
dorm.
leaving their door unlocked though.
Yeah, the
2 in the
door was, I
morning?
didn't break in or nothing. I just kind of walked in and slept on their couch. And
I'm gonna buckle down on that. We're gonna lock the door from.
Were
now
they
on.
nice to you and gave you public intox, or they hit you with that trespass too?
they didn't give me intox. They just gave me trespass. But it all
word.
got dismissed because the people never showed up to court. So
Oh, good, man.
we were okay.
So, so you say you mostly want to be a songwriter more than an artist? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
sure.
So, I guess with that being said, my advice to you is there's a lot of songwriters here tonight. There's a lot of songwriters that watch the show. Like, get with some people, man, and try to write together. Because I think what would happen if you wrote with 2 other people is you would take that idea and they'd be like, oh shit, well there's this song, this song, this song, but let's like dive in a little bit more. And like, when I was hearing you, I was like, oh, that's really cool what you said about how the Jack you were. Say that again. Something about like when you were depressed, you drank Jack.
Jack, yeah.
Okay.
When you're angry, I was angry. I
Oh,
was being
Angry Jack.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, what if you wrote a song called Angry Jack and it was like about I've never heard that before. I'm just spitting off the tongue, but like,
yeah.
you know, I think a songwriter would maybe dive in a little deeper to those stories about like how you're angry when you're on Jack, or you know, a specific, or you know, when you're depressed, you're drinking Beam or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a little bit more
I'm picking it up.
specific. And so that's my biggest advice. Maybe just get with some songwriters, either in Nashville or wherever you are, and just try to co-write. I know it's uncomfortable, but there's a lot of people in here that will write with you. And I know I say this every week, but if you're here, try to set up a co-write. That's how this community grows. That's how this you know, Nashville gets better by writing with other people. So
yeah.
that's kind of my biggest advice to you, bro. I think if you're gonna go down the songwriting, you know, path, you gotta co-write. Nashville's all about it. So thanks for inspiring us to take a shot up here, man.
Hey, man.
Best of luck to you. Give it up for Sam
Appreciate
Anthony.
it.
Come on.
Way to go, Sam.
Hell yeah. All right. Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling.
It rolling.
We're on a roll.
We got this is Audra McLaughlin.
Audra, come on up here.
Audra? Audrey? Sorry.
Is it Audrey?
This is terrible handwriting. It's not my fault.
No, it's Audra.
You're right.
Audra. Okay.
Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Jeez.
We have.
Tequila.
Yeah,
He's
we
a
have.
typewriter. Come on.
Fucking dude, I know this is clearly not a show on any kind of fucking network. We're low budge.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So
You can say
all
the
right.
F word, though. You can say the F
So
word.
one of the main reasons I was excited to have you on, man, is because I feel like every artist wants a manager. Like, you want somebody that's gonna help you out and somebody that's gonna be that person for you. Can you maybe explain on a deeper level the manager-artist relationship, and then also like what you're looking for when it comes to managing an artist?
Yeah, 100%, dude. I think like going on like the first thing you said, it's like a lot of people want that, but they might not have anything to manage yet. And that's like the key, right? So it's like have something, or like, you know, for us, it's like we see like a spark, or we see potential in something, or there's like a work tape we hear that could be, you know, something crazy down the road, right? And so we always try to look at it that way. But as far as like the actual like manager to artist relationship, I feel like it's like you're kind of like you're like like you're in a foxhole with them. But one good way to look at it is like, you know, like they are like the brand. Like if they're Kleenex, they're Coke, they're Pepsi, whatever, and we're kind of like the CEO for them. So we're making sure that every like other facet of their business, whether that's publishing, the label, social media, all that stuff. Like, we're making sure that those people do their jobs so that the artists can just focus on being themselves and whatever they want to do, whether it's putting out good music or spending time with their family or kids. Like, we are always trying to be like that buffer for them to make their lives as easy as possible, because so much goes into, like, once you get up to that opportunity, it's like, man, you look at a calendar and it's just full. And a lot of people can look at that and be like, fuck, what am I doing? Like, oh my God, how am I going to do all this, right?
That's a good problem.
Yeah, and
When
it's a good problem to have, and we're happy to be that sort of like catalyst to get them where they need to be, you know, to help their career be whatever they want it to be, you know?
Love that. No, Cody over here was my tour manager. You mentioned tour managing, and I like to explain. Yeah, I like to explain this to a lot of artists because, you know, we've played some awesome shows. Like, we've done the highest of highs, like lowest of lows. But I think unless you're, I use this analogy a lot. Like, on the road, you know, if I'm not loading the drum set into the fucking U-Haul trailer and doing, you know, doing all the things, like unpacking the stage, like, if I'm not doing that as the artist, I never appreciate the person that does that. And so I really think it's important for every artist to manage your own career from the top to the bottom, and understand what each role means. Because if you don't understand what, like, a manager does, because you never manage yourself, you're never going to appreciate your manager, you know? And so, and you're not going to find a good manager, because when you're doing it on a high level, you understand what it takes to find those people that are doing it and can take that off your plate. That's all it is. I think I had a misconception of what a manager was when I first moved to town. I thought, oh, somebody's going to come in, they're going to, you know, help my career. They're going to be the political force I need. I thought that with my publishing company. I thought that with every aspect of my career, and it's just not true. It's on you as the artist to make that shit happen. And if you think otherwise,
100%.
like, you're, and I mean this with, like, all respect, but you are the manager. You have to manage what's happening. If there's nothing happening, what the fuck do you manage?
Well, there's that too, and a lot of people, it's like they get that, and then, like you said, it's like they want them to do everything, but like the manager can't want it more than the artist, right? Because the artist, like, when, you know, like let's use like a radio single as an example. Man, they're playing their shows on the weekends, and then they're flying into these radio markets, doing all this stuff, shaking hands, putting on face. They might be dog tired. They might have kids at home, whatever, you know? So, like, if they don't want it, it's not going to work. They have to want it, and then you have to, you know, recognize that and be like, okay, I'm going to do everything I can to help them achieve whatever it is that they want.
I love it. I love it. All right. Miss Audra, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
Everybody
go.
give it up for Audra McLaughlin singing her song, Hate Being Me.
I get too mad.
y'all so much. My co-writer back here, Mr. Pete Salas.
Pete.
That's why I brought him along.
Man, bringing the heat tonight. Wow. Unbelievable. Audra McLaughlin. Did I say that right?
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin. Audra McLaughlin. Wow. Where are you from?
So I'm originally from Philadelphia. I've lived here in Nashville for about 8 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Philly girl.
Tell us.
As my game's on right now.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Are you big Eagles fan?
Oh yeah, big Eagles
Okay.
fan, definitely.
Tell us about that song a little bit.
So that song started, from a time in my life, I think that I was really, really my own worst enemy. And, I've been singing music, I've been playing music since I was 3 years old. And I remember walking into the room the one day, and I was just having one of those days. I just wasn't feeling good about myself. And I said, man, I just really freaking hate being a woman. And he said, well, I think that's what we're going to write today. And so I kind of had sort of diary entries of some of those lyrics and things too, and just ideas and stuff. And we just made it out to be a song. But it's become a really powerful song for me because I got sober 2 years ago, and it's sort of become, a part of that story of just relearning how to love yourself.
Wow. When you give it up for that, by the way, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Come on. So when you say that you sort of self-sabotage, or what kind of things were you doing that you're just getting in your own way? Can you maybe dive a little deeper into that?
Yeah, definitely. I think I was definitely getting in my own way because I wasn't trusting in God enough. I wasn't trusting in, just letting things be. And I was always trying to, I was basically like in my own way all of the time. Until I really realized that, I wasn't putting this first, which, I've been singing my whole life, but then when I moved to Nashville, you get kind of in the party scene and you get tied up in all of it. And I kind of lost myself for a minute. And then 2 years ago, I just kind of woke up and somebody was telling me, hey, maybe you should, kind of quit it, and just get back to, and honestly, doors have opened for me since, I finally decided to do that. And since I've learned to trust God more and stop getting in my own way, things have been a lot better.
That's awesome. I want to ask you a specific question because it's a very specific date, September 26, 2023. That's when you became sober.
Yeah,
so
that was, yep.
What happened on September 25th, 2023?
I don't know. Maybe I was drinking the night before. I have no clue.
Was it just a random thing, or was it like a bad event, or what kind of made you come to terms with, like, that's a big decision, especially in Nashville as an artist, to do that.
I think for me, it was like I had tried to quit drinking on my own a couple times, for years, and I just couldn't do it by myself, and I just needed like a support system, with all of that, and I think it was just. To be honest, I think I had went out probably the night before and got lit up. And I think I remember getting home and saying to myself, I just can't keep doing this, And so I think the next day I decided, hey, maybe I need to find a program or something like that works to kind of help me through this. And I'm just glad that I took that route because I just couldn't really do it by myself, So I have a really great support system now, and just really grateful for that.
That's awesome. What do you think, James?
Yeah, loved it.
Thank you.
Amazing. No notes on the song. If I could say anything, it's like I feel like listening to you play that before you just told us about yourself. It's like, oh, I know her. You know what I mean? I know it. I could feel it. And I think being able to create something that like is authentically you. It shines above the rest of the stuff, right? It's just like, and the audience will feel that. We felt it, right? And so I think you're on the right track, whatever track you decide that, whatever you want it to be.
You got such an amazing voice. I think my main thing for you, this is my biggest feedback, is like, you are going to have to be so picky with the songs you sing because your voice is so fucking good. You deserve great songs. And so when you're writing and if you cut anything else, you got to fight for the best lyric. You got to fight for the best hook. You got to fight for the best song.
I agree.
Because you're not just a normal singer. You're a step above the rest. And so fight for those lyrics, and that's my biggest thing. And it's hard to do, I know, because you can sing the shit out of a shitty song, and it would sound good. But but fight for those great songs.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much.
Echo that to it. 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Great
Amazing.
advice. Thank y'all.
With that said, you made the A-list 100%. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, before you leave, do you have a lot of songs? Like, how many songs do you have out?
Whew. Well, I've got a handful of songs out, but I've literally spent the last 2 years since my sobriety just writing and just compiling my catalog. And we're sort of getting ready to start putting things out and just basically trying to blow up social media, you know?
Yeah. Well, with social media, just be you, like, I know that's hard to say, but like, share those tough stories about your sobriety and, hey, you know, shit, I was at this bar and I thought about drinking. Like, whatever's going through, you know, I quit gambling a year ago, so like I'm still in gambling chats with my buddies, and there's times where it's like, damn, like fucking bored out of my mind. There's a game on. I'd love to throw some money out. You know what I mean? So it's like those things I think are real for what you're going through, and just be authentic with that. And just share your story. I think that's what people connect with. You have an incredible voice, incredible talent, and we'd love to have you back again soon.
Thank you so much. We'd
absolutely.
love that.
Give it
Thank
up.
y'all.
Come on.
Appreciate it.
Come on, give it up.
Audra McLaughlin, everybody. Hell yeah. All right.
So he was just
Let's get the next name. Let's get the next name out of here.
Making me laugh.
The Band Marshull.
All right.
Hey.
Let's go, boys.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
We got some regulars back on the show for the first time. What's up, baby? How are you doing? They're back at it again. How are you, brother? Good to see you, dude. So if you don't know, if you crush it on the show, not only do you get A-listed, you become a regular, and it is very rare. I think we only have about 8 or 9 of them. There's been over 200 performers on the show, so they are some of the best, and I am so excited to hear them. They're back in Nashville, so it's going to be a good one. So
Can't wait.
when is an artist ready, and how much money should they be making? Like, really, is there a number that you look at that they need to be making to manage them?
It's not necessarily that. I mean, obviously, we work with people like in all different stages of their career, right? They might have a record label, they might not have a record label, they might be unhappy with their current manager and just want a change of scenery, like all different types of stuff. But I think, like, for me personally, like, what I would look for would be originality. I mean, that's like the first thing that gets my attention, right? It's like, because you'll see these guys like you know, they'll blow up like Zach Bryan is a great example, right? And then all of a sudden there's like 20 clones of him throughout the industry, and it's like, that's great, and like some of them like figure out sonically how to like differentiate themselves from him enough to have some success, and I love that for them. But like for me, it's like, all right, what's like the next thing? Like, what's the next movement? Like, where is that going, right? It's like, you know, I don't want to hear like the same thing sung by somebody else, I guess.
Totally, and I think it's important as an artist to understand too, like, there's a little bit of, hey, you're either gonna meet somebody that's like a buddy from college that's like, hey, I want to manage you, who's like, could be the next big manager, or you gotta like pop off to get people's attention. Like, you gotta have some momentum, you gotta have some trajectory, because you will take chances. I know managers always take chances on artists they believe in, but there's also this side of it that you gotta be real, like, it's a monetary thing. Like, you gotta be making some money because you're getting 15%. That's the standard. I don't know,
Yep.
little more, a little less, but 15% is pretty much the number. And so if you think about it, if you're making $100,000 a year, your manager's only making $15,000. That's not livable, right? So you gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah, you do, and one thing too, it's like a lot of, you know, like at least how, you know, how we do business is like we get into it knowing that we're probably not going to make money for like 2 or 3 years, right? But if the person or the artist or the band or talent is good enough, like, and we believe in them, because that's one big thing. Like, if we don't believe in you, like, why would we, we're not going to work with you. Like, good luck, but it's not for us. So, like, having that belief in them, like, we can go a while without making the money because it's like, well, it's all going to pay off at the end. Because, like, if we do our job correctly, right, and they do theirs, they're going to win. And when they win, we win, right? And so that's kind of like how we structure it, at least with how we do it,
That's badass, man. I love it. All right. Well, I want this bar to get real loud because it's been a while since we've had them back. Give it up for the Band Marshull singing their song, We Will Be There.
I'm strong, you play along, shooting 100 while you're singing my song. You better keep on moving on, find yourself down the road tonight. You better keep on moving on, 'cause baby I just won't do you right, no I won't. Honey, I can see the gears turning red. You hear the words I said now, baby. I've been coming on up, strutting my stuff. You could complain, but don't you call my bluff. You better keep on moving on, find yourself down the road tonight. You better keep on moving on, 'cause baby I just won't do you right, no I won't. Go on now. Now, baby, there's a lot of things in this whole world that I'm good for. But my hat don't hang on the same nail for too long. Down the road tonight, you better keep on moving on, 'cause baby I just won't do you right. You better keep on moving on, find yourself down the road tonight. You better keep on moving on, 'cause baby I just won't do you right. Won't do you right, baby I just won't do you right, no I won't.
Thank you. The Band Marshull, everybody. I told you you were in for it.
The ladies
God.
going crazy for you guys.
Wow.
Over here.
Hey, he's never played that before.
Y'all are
Cody,
getting some tonight.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
Cody looks at me halfway through and he goes, "They're getting laid tonight." You guys are
Shit, awesome.
You guys are awesome, man. Thank you. Chase, what do you think, man? I'm curious of what you thought.
Well, my sheet here says that they're show regulars, and now I just feel like I've been missing out on shit the last however many times you guys have been here, man. That was fucking awesome. Awesome, man. Like
Thank
you
you.
guys, y'all's voices complement each other like perfect, man. And
That's all him.
and you,
Where the fuck did you come from?
I just sing. Hey, I told you I was gonna bring him.
What's your name?
Camden.
Camden.
Yes, sir.
are you a new member of the band, Camden? Is that,
No,
I
it's
feel
been a
I feel
while
like
now.
Austin's surprised to see you here or something.
Yeah,
Is
they
that what-
just, well, it was them two, you know, freaking long-haired hippies, and then they bring in another long-haired hippie, and it's fucking good. Camden's good, everybody.
Well, thank you, guys.
I mean,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
is there anybody else in the band I'm missing?
Yeah, we got a drummer.
A drummer.
Yeah. Oh, fuck him. Fuck him.
No.
The drummer always gets shafted.
Love you, Justin.
Yeah, I know.
What's the drummer's name, by the way?
Justin.
Oh, yeah, fuck Justin, yeah.
No. We love Justin.
He's not getting laid.
And we're gonna put his face right here.
There he is.
Thanks a lot for the post-production
man.
bullshit. So, first of all, there are not really bands like this in Nashville, Tennessee. You guys are fucking awesome, and I'm not trying to talk shit on Nashville bands, but you have a different sound, you have a different flavor, you have your own unique thing, and it's so cool. What's going on? What's new? You guys touring? What's up?
Not quite.
Soon.
It's
Hopefully.
always soon with these guys.
We just got done with an album. It's gonna be our freshman album. It's really cool because we didn't like all write it together. We wrote one song together. Other than that, like he wrote this song that we just did. Me and him have written a couple songs. I wrote a couple songs on it. He wrote a couple songs on it. So it's like we just took all the songs that we've already written and just put them into an album. We all did them together and made it like our own, and it's cool. And I'm really excited for the next album because we're all gonna write the songs together.
He said he's
and,
already
you know,
excited for the next
Yeah.
album. The
Yeah.
first one's
Yeah,
not
I'm
even
already
out.
pumped for it. Like we bought all of
love
our
it.
own studio equipment, and we've been crushing it. And we got a guy mixing and mastering all our stuff. And
So,
it's-
question: when you're recording in the studio, are you keeping it raw and real like this? Are you putting some bullshit on it, or is it raw like
Man,
like we just heard tonight?
we're old school, so it's just
Good.
like my love is Skinnerd. He likes Allman Brothers. He likes Eddie Van Halen. So it's like it's definitely raw. We're bringing it back. We're bringing that old 70s, 60s rock back, 80s rock back.
Because that's what I love about you guys. You know, that's when I hear you, that's the thing that makes me intrigued. It's nostalgic for me. I feel like I'm transported back into like the 70s or 60s and just in a cool era of music. And you're bringing that, but there's also country. You know, you got that country flair that I love. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What advice would you have as like a manager for what they need to do? Because you have the music, it's recorded. Now let's get businessy for a second. The boring shit. Let's leave it up to this guy what to do.
Well, I mean, I think you guys are already halfway there. It's like you're authentic to yourselves, right? And that's like the first step, right? I mean, we could sit here and like go poll everybody that comes to this town and say like, hey man, like what are your influences? And I bet half of them would say Allman Brothers or Skinnerd, and then you hear their shit and you're like, okay, like what are you talking about, man? So you guys are like sticking to it and doing it, and honestly, man, like we need that. We need that. This town needs that, but like just, bars need that, man. Like I love like ballads, and there are places for 808s and country songs and all that stuff. I mean, there is that. But, like, you just, like, walk into a bar with sawdust on the floor. Like, I want you guys fucking playing. You know what I mean? That's what I want.
Yeah,
But
in a world of AI, like, we need real.
yeah, we do. And honestly, like, for you guys, like, okay, like, business, like, advice, if I fucking have any, would be like, just keep doing what you're doing, and eventually you'll build a following and you'll find your audience, man, and then you won't be able to get rid of them. You'll start touring and you'll play shows and you'll be like, in West Virginia or Kentucky, and then all of a sudden you'll be up in like Coeur d'Alene or something, and there'll be like one guy there that like was at those shows, right? So you're gonna build that grassroots following, and then, I hate to say it because I just hate to say it, but like social media is like a big factor, and it's a big factor in our industry because it's like free advertising, right? And like for you guys, from my perspective, be like once something like goes off on that for you guys, like sky's the limit, right? So if I could give any advice on that, like you guys are obviously super talented singers, players, all that stuff. Figure out a format that works on those apps, right? Like whether that's like you guys doing this on a back porch and maybe, you know, throw the drummer in the back with a cajon or something. You know, something that like will get how great you are across to an audience quickly, right? And then once that stuff goes, you're good, man. And you just keep plugging away at it.
How is social media going?
Say what?
How is social media going for you?
It's a little slow. You know, I've done all like the networking I can. We actually got to open up for Matt Stell. We got to open up for Diamond Rio and Colt Ford and Creed Fisher and like a lot of bigger guys. And we kind of like hit that roof to where it's just like we need to quit gigging as much and focus on the social media. Right. And then we need to, you know, my next thing is I want to get a booking agent and stuff like that and really just hammer down on the social media. That's where we're at.
Like, man, I would like how many songs are on your album you got coming out?
I thought it was 10. Was it 9 or 10? Somewhere around there.
Either way, like, figure out, you know, find a Cody that can record you, right? Like, you know, like for socials and just like figure out which song, like put all of them out there, right? In different formats, right? Like maybe it's like first verse chorus of this one or bridge of this one or fucking a solo, right? And then just see what resonates with them, right? Like what gets more eyes on you? Because like right now, that's where you're at, right? Like you guys can gig and tour and break your necks doing that for forever, right? But now you have the songs, and now it's like, all right, how do I get these songs to as many ears and eyes as possible, right?
Yeah,
that's what it
we've
is.
been grinding on the cover band stuff for about 4 years now. And it's been a long road we've been on.
Yeah.
But I feel like really, in order to make that next step with music, is coming out with original stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
And being able to post that stuff on social media too.
Yeah, and you guys are original, right? Like you're heavily influenced by bands that are great, but like you're original, right? Yeah. So just, like don't change that. What I'm saying is that like keep doing that, and eventually if you're doing it, you know, like I suggested, like in that way, right? Like the audience will come, and then you can put out that other album and launch all that and gig, and you know we'll have another hopefully 3 talented guys coming up here saying they open for you guys one day. You know what I mean?
What are Chase and Austin too? Like, it's been a while since I've kind of thought about this, but what are booking agents like looking for right now for you to have ready to go for them? It's been a while since I've
like booking agents
done a showcase with
well,
an
I guess
artist
it would really depend on like what kind of shows they're trying to book, right? Like club shows, you guys are a shoe-in, right? Like absolutely. Obviously too, like as an opening act, you guys would be great in those settings as well, right?
Headline tour, you need the
but
music.
like when they're looking at like these bigger tours, I mean, it always comes down to the artist, right? Like if like Riley Green goes on tour, like he has the final say if he wants to pick. People like me will just kind of push and nudge, hey man, have you seen this person? Hey, you seen this person? Hey, consider this person for whatever. But a lot of things that buyers look at, right, is like social media. That's why it's so big, right? Because it's just they look at that number and they say, well, I could potentially get this many asses in my club or whatever. You know what I mean? And so
it's all
like
business.
And so that's where it comes from, right? And so if it's you guys up against a similar band, or maybe not even a similar band, right? But against a band that has a bigger following, the clubs they're gonna take that just because it's safer for them, right? They're not taking as big of a risk, and so that's why I'm not saying like, hey man, do this for this algorithm and all that. Well, fuck that bullshit. But build an audience with your music so you have that leverage when you're out going to book shows or tour or do that kind of thing.
Here's the most real shit I'm ever going to tell you, okay? I think when you say you've capped out, I think you've capped out where you're at in Kentucky. I think you've done the biggest shows, you've played the biggest venues, because the bookers, they say, oh, Band Marshull's going to bring out X amount of people. You have all of the fans. What's the city again?
Richmond area.
Okay,
like
so
Lexington.
So you have all the fans you can possibly have there. Now, what you have to do is you have to just go back to what you did in the very beginning. And you got to just think, hey, we're going to do this on a bigger level. And social media is that. You're exposed to all the world, right? But let's be really specific. Let's go doing that shit that you did. Play it in the woods with some fucking moonshine next to you. Do it in cool scenic places in Kentucky. Like, people are gonna gravitate towards you, and you have you have something that I wish I could do, and I think a lot of artists wish they could do. You can just fucking play. You can get up on 3 bar stools and play in your kitchen at your grandma's house, and people are gonna be drawn into it. You don't have to have glitter and bullshit and like fake singing. Like, you don't have to do that. You can just do it for real, and people are gonna be drawn to it and build that fan base one person at a time. And when you say you need a booking agent, fuck no. Book your own shows. Do your own thing. Until they come, you can do it. Call them up. Say, listen, you guys don't know who we are? Check out this fucking video, man. I guarantee you I'm going to post this video. It's going to go viral because of how talented you are. I mean that. So have that same mindset. I'm thinking of it from a different point of view. I'm like, man, this is going to go fucking viral. Have that confidence in yourself. Because I do. I believe in you guys. If you're regulars, you can come on the show whenever you want. I think you need to be in Nashville. That's just my personal opinion. But come here as much as you can. Network in Nashville. Network on social media. It's social networks, right? That's what you're good at. Use that. Everybody in the band has a different gift. Lean on each other for those gifts. And fucking let's roll, baby. It's time. It's time for the Band Marshull right now. Let's go.
Love it.
Give it up for him. Thank you guys so much for coming back.
Great
we'll
job,
have you back
guys.
whenever you want. Whenever you want. You can come on next week if you want.
Awesome job.
Hell yeah. We got another name in here. Let's keep it going. Keep it going.
I gotta start timing it better with the drums, man.
Oh,
it
dude,
takes me
it's-
so
it's-
long.
There was a couple episodes where I actually did a real drum roll.
Kiernan Tellier.
Kiernan.
Come on, stud.
All right. We talked a little about social media, so we'll stay on that. But like, how has TikTok and social media changed the way that managers find or develop artists?
That's a great question, man. It saves us from having to go to shows all the time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the short answer. But no, what it really does is it gives you leverage, right? Like, if you're going in and, like, the labels they'll have the software, to go see what's streaming and stuff. Like, we don't have that, right? So socials is like a good way for us to find people, right? It's not the only way, but it is a good way. And when you can go and, like, try to get things, like I said, like when you're managing somebody, like when you try to get them a record label or a booking agent or something, right? Like, those numbers are like a tangible, like, thing that you can say, hey, the X person has this. Like, look, like, it is working, right? And so it's just something that, like,
It's a tool.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that, like, because you get a lot of people now that, like, try to write songs, like, for the algorithm, and I think that's the wrong way to do it, right? Like,
100%.
you still got to have something. You still got to be, be authentically yourself and put out something that you think's good and that people want to hear, right? But you don't want to shortchange yourself by having that not, go coincide with that, right? Like, where, like, you could have somebody that has, like, poor social media presence, might be the most talented person in the world, and they will be losing opportunities because of that, right?
For sure. My last question on this, like, I think I hate even mentioning this. I hate talking about this, honestly. But there is so much politics that goes into the music business. What is your role as a manager with the political structure of this town and managing that?
Well, at the end of the day, like, you represent the artist, right? So you're aligned with them in whatever way they want to go. So, you can try to give them, like, your opinion on things, but at the end of the day, what they decide to do is the direction you're going to go. And if that rubs certain people the wrong way, then so be it. That, we, like I said to the guys that were up earlier, it's like we sign on to represent you and be a part of you, and that is thick and thin, right? So, if something we do rub somebody the wrong way, it's like, well, sorry, you know,
No,
there's always somebody else. You know?
100%. But I'm talking like moving shit in the political spectrum of Nashville. Like, I'm talking like votes for CMAs. I'm talking like rubbing shoulders with the people, like Spotify's. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. Where now it's you have to know the heads of Spotify and Apple and Amazon and all these people. And like, how are you keeping those relationships with the people that are moving shit in town and making sure that your artists are in the best possible situation for playlists?
For sure, yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a factor, and I think like having a label helps because then you can like lean on those connections a little bit, like. You know,
is that label more than
manager? Like most labels have realized that like that radio is, you know, we love radio, but it is, you know, the lesser of the technology now, like how most people consume music, right? So they have teams that establish those relationships with different streaming platforms, and then we just help, you know, a little bit in the interim with whatever it is, whether it's like, you know, FaceTime at shows or, you know, hey, I've got a new album out. Like, when's a good time for me to come by, you know, Apple and let's preview it, you know, and listen and talk about the tracks together and that sort of thing. So that's kind of where we come in. The label will deal with more of the, like, establishing the relationships, and we kind of just come in with the grease, you know, at the end.
For sure. No, and I think the reason I asked that question is because I think it is super important to, if you're an artist looking for a manager, like, when you're ready, when they're like, the iron's hot, like, make sure you have somebody that can do that shit, like make that stuff happen, because it is super important.
Absolutely, it's super important too. Yeah, because like if you look at these DSPs and streaming platforms, it's like playlists are where a lot of people discover new artists, right? So if you're not in with the people that are curating those playlists, you're doing a disservice to the artist and yourself.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, well, we have Mr. Kiernan Tellier on, and I want to, let me just see. I looked earlier. It was at 80,000, and it's now at 163,000 views in like a day. It's gone crazy viral in 24 hours. Give it up for Kiernan Tellier.
All right, Kiernan.
My bags and hit the road. I live behind the life I know. The city lights ahead and shining so bright. Nashville's calling. I'm ready to take flight. Guitar and an art full of hope. Every mile a story to a boat. The dream's so big they light up the night, but Nashville's calling, feel just right. But Nashville dreams, I'm on my way. I'm singing songs both night and day. Music flowing through my veins. Nashville's calling, I'm breaking chains. Saw the skyline and felt the fire. Every note taking me higher. Voices echo through the streets, but Nashville's calling, hearing those beats. Guitar and an arm full of hope, and every mile a story to a road. The dream's so big they light up the night, but Nashville's calling, feeling just right. But Nashville dreams, I'm on my way. I'm singing songs both night and day. Music flowing through my veins. Nashville's calling, I'm breaking chains. And the strings are tuned, the stage is set. 1,000 faces I'll never get, but chasing dreams with all my might. Nashville's calling, out of sight, but Nashville dreams, I'm on my way. I'm singing songs both night and day. Music flowing through my veins.
Kiernan Tellier, everybody. Dude, what's it like, man? You're going viral. What's going on?
Yeah, kind of crazy. I actually filmed that 3 days ago, I think. So it's kind of crazy to see that it's already skyrocketing, and it's pretty cool.
Very cool, man. What do you think it is about that song that people are loving?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think, you know, a lot of people, you know, a lot of the artists, especially, like, they come here, chase their dream, and, you know, that's who I'm really connecting with. But, you know, there's people that are also viewing it that, you know, they're relating to it because, you know, they're connecting it to it because, you know, they want to follow a dream, but, you know, they don't have the confidence to do so. And so I think
Yeah, very true.
it helped.
Is there anybody that hates it? Have you been getting some hate?
Yeah, I have.
I mean, yeah.
I have. You know, I try to ignore those as much as I can and just continue to do what I'm doing.
What's the meanest thing somebody said?
I'd have to look. They've said some pretty crazy stuff.
Have you gotten some DMs from some chicks or anything?
No,
No?
unfortunately.
Any See, the Band Marshull's getting laid, and you got the most viral song in the country right now. I mean, you'd think thered be a couple ladies in there wanting to make that Nashville dream come true. What's some mean comments?
Are you pulling it up?
It's like
Yeah, I'm
Jimmy
trying
Kimmel
to.
has mean tweets. Let's just say have mean comments by Kiernan Tellier. Do you have any dream music we can put on? Okay. This is a new segment we have on the show called Mean Comments by Kiernan Tellier. Here we go.
I got one that says Jesse Pinkman mixed with Josh Block. He's gonna make it. Might be one of the country songs ever right here, bro. Don't quit your day job. It ain't for everybody, buddy. And that's okay.
All right.
Dang.
In this shit. That's fucking depressing. Okay.
It's terrible. Nobody talks about this, though.
Yeah, we don't talk about the mean comments.
Kiernan, man, tell me about you, man. Where are you from, buddy?
I'm from just outside of Boston.
Outside of Boston?
Yeah.
Cool. You go to school here? I saw is that a
Yes,
Belmont
I do.
hoodie? Cool,
Yeah, I'm a
man.
senior.
Senior?
I got my friends right here, too.
Are these
Yeah.
some
Bunch of
Belmont
Belmont
boys?
guys.
All right.
Kiernan, people fucking suck, dude. People are mean, but you know, that's the part of social media that not a lot of people talk about, and it is what it is, man. I get it. Everybody, you know, they got their things. How are you dealing with it all? Like, what's kind of your mindset?
Keep working, keep grinding. You know, try to get better with every song I release. You know, I got friends like these guys right here that, you know, distract me from everything that's, you know, everyone
Good,
that's
man.
commenting rude things and all this stuff. So,
Nice.
How long you been playing guitar, buddy?
so I first started playing in middle school, and then I like stopped for a while,
Uh-huh.
and then I picked it back up in college.
Picked it back up?
Yeah,
Cool, man. What are you studying at Belmont?
music business.
Music business?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man.
And you said you graduate this year, is that right?
Yeah, I graduated in May.
Nice. Kiernan's looking for a job, everybody. If the song doesn't make him millions of dollars, he's looking for a job. So he's hiring, and on top of that, he is the most eligible bachelor in Nashville right now.
Hell yeah, man.
You know, these are some nice young ladies up here. And there's some of the big. Can you just come? Can one of you come up and just give Kiernan a hug? Can we have this happen? Can we have this happen? Put it on. Oh yeah, baby. Let's make this all happen. What
wow,
a beautiful
all
moment.
three.
Wow.
All three of them.
Wow. See, Kiernan, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about, baby. Thank you. You guys are awesome, by the way.
Oh my God.
Do you feel better?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a hug. Sometimes,
There you go.
sometimes a hug just makes it all better.
Always. What? What? Kiernan, what? Like, all right, studying music business, right? Like, what do you want to do, man? I mean, that's if I'm listening to like, is that song about you?
Yeah.
Nashville Dreams, yeah. So like, so obviously, like being an artist would be like your
Yeah.
what you'd like to do.
You know, that's my main goal.
Main goal?
You know, I think, you know, I'm more open to, you know, just being a writer.
Sure, yeah.
You know, I'm getting into, you know, ton of writers' rooms all the time.
Uh-huh.
You know, I mentioned to Austin earlier.
Talking to the
today or
mic. Talking to the
last
mic.
week. But we were talking about how, you know, I've become friends with, you know, some hit songwriters.
Yeah.
You know, I'm friends with a couple artists over at Sony.
Okay.
So, you know, they've helped me grow into the artist I am, and I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, trying to get better every day. So.
Yeah, man. I think that would be the best advice I could give you, man, is like if you feel like this is what you want to do and this is something that, you know, would make you happy, I think the best thing you could do is just try to be as good as you can. And that might be like tuning that guitar, you know, like what, you know, whatever it is, like get really good at that, get really good at changing chords, get really good at figuring out melodies, get really good at lyrics, and that, you know, you can do a lot of that yourself, but you're going to lean on some people to help you with that as well, man. And I think if that is what you want to do and you're committed, you know, authentically to being yourself, man, fuck it, do it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I agree. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's you got some stuff. You got the ball rolling, right? So now, well, it's funny you say like I don't want to be an artist, and then do you have more videos that you're gonna be dropping or?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm gonna try to promote this as much as I can.
So you do want to be an artist because you say you want to be a songwriter. You're like such a fucking like
No, I mean,
PR plant, dude. Like, be real with me. Do you want to be an artist or a songwriter? What do you want to be? Don't bullshit me, Kiernan.
No, I want to be an artist.
Okay.
I've, you know, like I said, I've written with tons of writers, and you know, they're helping me see, like, you know, I can still grow every single day.
Okay. You fucking are so down. Just, I am here so I don't get fined. Be real with me. What? Say I want to be a fucking artist.
I want to be an artist.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Quit being so fucking PR trained, dude.
Like, if you have a dream, you got to fucking
Yeah, you got to be confident.
that
in it.
you're
Don't be
gonna
like,
do it.
I'm just here because I want to be
You're
a
gonna
songwriter.
fucking do it.
Yeah. All right, Kiernan. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Of course.
Congrats on all
His
the.
confidence has been getting better.
By the way, I will say, on TikTok, it does have 300,000 views right now.
Oh shit!
all right. Flex on us a little bit.
Chicks,
Dumbass.
any chicks in the DMs on TikTok?
Not yet.
No, he said not yet. We got this confidence coming out of Kiernan. Kiernan, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. The song is not A-listed, but I want you to be a fucking regular on the show, bro. I want you to come on. Let's go. Kiernan can come on, dude. You've been on like 4 times already, bucket polls. Why not? You can come on whenever you want. If you want to try new stuff, man, your confidence is getting better. I don't know what the fuck you are or who you are. I'm still not really sure, to be honest with you. But if you want to work stuff out on this stage, you got a place to do it, man. And fuck those haters, man. Fuck those haters. Give it up for Kiernan Tellier, everybody. Come on. Thank you for coming out to the Green Light Bar. It's been fun, man. It's been really nice to have you, Chase. I appreciate you coming
Thanks for
out.
having me, man. It's awesome.
The show's all about artists, songwriters. Biggest advice, man, you have, like, staying away from bad managers, picking good ones, but also just, like, I guess, choosing a manager. Do you have any advice for somebody that wants a manager really bad, they're ready to do it? Do you have any advice for them? From your perspective, your side.
Yeah, man. I mean, obviously, like, you're not going to know unless you put yourself out there. So I think that's like the first step, right? Believe in what you're creating and think that you have it good enough for where you want other people to hear it, like, that might not like it. You know what I mean? Like, we can come up here, like, or rounds in town and play, and, like, you know, you get that feedback for like a brief 30 seconds. But like, if you're coming to, you know, try to get management, like, we're going to sit and listen, and we're going to give you honest feedback, right? And being able to like take that and either like grow from that, or maybe it's like a reality check and you need to back off and be like, but shit, man, I'm not quite ready, right? But I think the first step is just like like, you know, believing that you have something worth sharing, you know?
I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's all about confidence. Well, it's been a good one, guys. I appreciate you coming out to the Greenlight Bar. My name's Austin Burke. This is Chase Miller, Cody Hawkins. We got Mikey with Blooming Seed Media on video. This is Playlist of Podcast, everybody. Thank you so much.